Welcome to this slideshow, Positive Steps to Improve Your Emotional Wellbeing. My name is Mike Hope. I'm a trainer with the Making Every Contact Count in Salford delivery team. Before we get started, just a quick reminder that this is related to one of the MECC skills which are listed out on the MECC in Salford website. This one's covering understanding the principles of the 5 ways to well-being. And that's from the Issues Affecting Wellbeing group of MECC skills. Let's start by asking ourselves why we need to improve emotional wellbeing, and this is a question that was looked at by the New Economics Foundation that went on to develop the 5 ways to wellbeing that we'll look at in a moment. What we can see on this illustration is the state of mental health that people can be in along the bottom. So on the left, people that are flourishing, through to those in moderate mental health, and those then languishing, getting worse, and those with a mental disorder on the far right. And we can see the population is divided up into those 4 groups. And so most of us at the moment are in moderate mental health, quite a few though languishing, and then smaller groups flourishing and with a mental disorder. Now, what the New Economics Foundation suggested we need to try to do is to move that curve over to the left, so that we get this relatively small group of flourishing to be a much bigger group. And by doing that, we move everyone along, so then there's slightly less people in moderate mental health, but still a good number, but then a smaller group languishing, and a very small group then that get into a full mental disorder. So by working on our emotional health, we can shift the population over, so that we've got a lot more that are flourishing and in moderate mental health. So let's turn to the 5 ways to well-being. These are very practical things that you can do, and we as workers in Salford can encourage people to do to improve their mental health, their emotional well-being. And what we also know is that if we do that, that will then have a knock-on effect on their physical health, because their self-esteem will be improved, their confidence will be improved, and the evidence is that if that's improved, then people are more likely to make changes to their lifestyles and improve their physical health as well as their emotional health. So there's a lot to be gained through promoting the 5 ways to well-being and improving our emotional well-being. Let's have a look at them. They are: connect, be active, take notice, keep learning, and give. And what we'll do for the rest of the presentation is have a quick look at each of those. So let's start with connect. Well, obviously that's with people around you, with friends, colleagues and neighbours, and they might be in various different places: at home, work, school, and in your local community. So think of these as the cornerstones of your life and invest time in developing them, because by building connections, by getting out and seeing people, you find people that will provide you with support and enrich your day-to-day life. Getting out, meeting people, it's good for us. Next up, we've got be active. You could go out for a walk or a run. You could step outside, just get some fresh air. We could cycle, play a game, get in the garden, or have a dance. Why? Well, exercising makes you feel good, and it is feel good. It's not just a physical benefit, it makes your mind feel better as well. So the overall advice: discover a physical activity you enjoy and suits your level of mobility and fitness, and do it, because it will make you feel good. Next up, take notice. So be curious, catch sight of the beautiful, remark on the unusual, notice the changes in the seasons, Savour the moment, whether you're walking to work, eating, having your lunch or talking to friends. Be aware of the world around you and what you're feeling. Give yourself a moment is the short of this. Pause, stop for a moment, take it in, because reflecting on your experiences will help you to appreciate what matters to you. Keep learning. Well, try something new is the key to this. Rediscover an old interest, sign up for a course, set yourself a challenge you will enjoy achieving, take on a different responsibility at work, learn to play a musical instrument, learn how to cook your favourite food. Why do these things? Well, learning new things will make you feel more confident, as well as being fun. And the more confident you feel, the happier you feel. And then we've got give. Do something nice for a friend or a stranger. Thank someone. Smile. Volunteer your time. Join a community group. Look out as well as in. And notice this isn't giving money here, it's giving other things. And why do that? Well, seeing yourself and your happiness linked to the wider community can be incredibly rewarding and creates connections with people around you. So giving, helping other people is something that we personally find good for us as well. So they're the 5 ways to wellbeing, and let's just wrap things up now. They provide us with a handy summary of the things we can do to feel a bit better. It's almost like a bit of a checklist. And what's the great things about it? Well, everyone can use them. And the more people who do, the better the population's mental health will be. Thanks for listening to this presentation.